Moments with Mimi. And today we're going to talk about King Solomon. This was a special request. So one of the things to understand is, David is the heart of gold. And he always turned within to God. He always did, no matter what he did. Adultery, murder, you name it, he did it, and he always turned within. This is the man with the heart of gold. He punished himself, he didn't have to, and he made it to the end. And he goes to King Solomon. And Solomon is the one who walks with God, who knows it all. He's the son of Bathsheba and David, a man of the heart of gold in his finished imagination. He's the finished product. Here it is. But the story of Solomon has two parts to it. Solomon is the son of David, and David passes. And Solomon is a great and wonderful king, full of wisdom, and he has it all in abundance. But as he got older, he had never really seen any bad. He never struggled. He never had to. He was taught this is the way it is, and he believed it all. And it worked for a great long time. It was wonderful. But eventually, he turned outside. He turned to the objective side. And it was because he surrounded himself with concubines and others who believed differently. They believed in Moloch. They believed in this, that, or the other. And he had never left his father's house. So it was time for Solomon to go off and be the prodigal son. And this one suffers greatly and loses it all. Now, they will either turn within then, or they're just going to keep on walking this earth until they do. He's the prodigal son. We all go through it. All of us. Even Solomon. But not David. Because David had already been tested by the fires. And when trouble came, he went within. He always went within, and that's what he taught his children. His children did this as well, Solomon. However, you can't know bad if you've only known good. If you're looking at life objectively, it's automatic. You're seeing good and bad. So when Solomon turned to the objective side, he started splitting love in two and seeing good and bad, and he fell and lost it all. This is the story of Solomon. Now, those who resonate with Solomon are those who have walked with God and turned away at some point. They always had it good, and then they, something bad happened, and they fell into objective world. They used to turn within, and then they got busy. And we all do it. Okay, we all do it. But the idea is to understand that, God is the source of your supply. God is the life principle within you. God gives you life. You know you're alive. All of life is prosperous. All of life is abundant. All of life is beautiful, rich, and fulfilling. Look at it. Look at it. Look at the tree. Look at the flowers. Look at the ants. Okay, all of them. Okay, they're all doing great. They're all got their little roles to play, and they're playing them. They're doing great. When you resonate with Solomon, it's because it's time for you to have that eighth eye open and to be aware of the pitfall of Solomon, and to be more like David, and don't go down that final path Solomon did. Be more like David. Be like David. Go within. Always turn within. You always turn within. And this is the difference between David and Solomon. It's an important lesson. And Solomon is whole and complete. And then he turned outside. And this is really a Nephilim. That is the other side of Solomon. It's the two sides of the objective. You know, when you look, when you're Solomon, you have it all, you're whole and complete. If you turn away from that, then the objective side of that is, you know, chaos and it splinters, and it's not whole and complete anymore. It's scattered and shattered and gone. You know, that's the other side of that. So it's understanding you always go within. It's your thoughts and beliefs that are coming to life. And if you turn away from your consciousness, from God within, you know, divine love within, and stop saying thank you to your God. Because when you're talking to your God, to your consciousness, you're talking to the one in everyone else. It's the same one. There's only one. Okay? And he gave himself completely to you and to everybody else. But he's also one. Okay? There's only one. When you talk to your God, when you're going within, when you're talking to yourself, then that is being projected out to everyone else. Every other one's I am. And in their role, they start coming. They're your team. It's Team God. Okay? We all have names. But we're a team. We're Team God. We're Team Human Imagination. We're Team Man. Okay? We're one team. Okay? We're a human being. Okay? There's only one. And we imagine. So you tell yourself a great story. You know you're talking to God when you're doing it. And you know God and you and God and everyone else is bringing that to you. You know, they're working on it right now. Now go have fun. No one wants to be a Nephilim. They wander this place for an age or two. You know, they defy love and basically try to live a happy life, and they're hurting. They're hurting human beings. They had it all and they lost it all. And some of them immediately start to realize this and go back within and say, I don't give a shit if I'm not a king anymore. I don't give a shit if I don't have 700 concubines or whatever anymore. I don't care. I'm just glad to be alive. I'm glad to have this bread to eat. I'm glad to hear the laughter of children. Look how happy they are. I'm blessed to know it's the best of men. You know, and what happens is you're shown that you turned away from love and turned to pride. Y'all do it, it hurts. So I really recommend you take off the perception field. Take off the glasses. An objective man will say you're looking through rose-colored glasses. Subjectively, you're taking them off. It's all God. Praise your world, you'll love it, warts and all. It's yours. You turned God into all of this. Isn't it beautiful? Isn't it magnificent? Don't be King Solomon who falls. Be King Solomon who always walks with God. It's an extension of David, okay? And then it was time for the story to end, so he turned and fell, as we all do. It's really the story of, in science, it's the story of evolution, because man doesn't evolve by the strongest of the fittest, or the fittest, that's just bullshit. Okay, I'm calling bullshit on that. It's not the strongest. It's not the fittest. It's the one who thinks, the one who imagines the way out, the one who says, I'm really sick of moving all the time. I wish we could just stay in one place and grow food and have the meat and not have to do all this hunting all the time. Yeah. But you know what? Joe plants these seeds with this fish. Let's do that. Yeah. Yeah. Agriculture didn't start civilization. Man didn't want to move around anymore. Thought of civilization. Man trying to make his life easier, okay, is the one that evolves and evolves, and the language evolves. And here we are. We're full. Be King Solomon and don't fall. Be David. Always turn within. Walk with God. Love everyone. And it all works out perfectly. So I hope this helps. Blessings to you. And thank you. Thank you for being you.